YAML Mastery is a comprehensive guide for beginners to master the YAML data serialization format. So in this concise and easy to understand video, you learn everything you need to know about YAML files from basic syntax to advanced features and use cases. So by the end of this video, you'll be well equipped to work with YAML files and make the most out of this versatile exchange format. So let's get started with what is a YAML file. Now here a YAML or the YAML and markup language file is a human readable data serialization format used to store complex data structures in a concise and organized way. And it is often used in software configuration, cloud infrastructure and web application development. Here a YAML file consists of key value pairs which are represented using indentations and are separated by a colon. Now here the keys and the values can be of various data types such as strings, numbers, list and nested dictionaries. So let's take a simple example of YAML file. In this example, YAML file contains a few key value pairs. First, name, which is a string with the value John Doe. Then comes age, which is a number with the value 30. Then address, which is a nested dictionary with multiple key value pairs such as street, city, state and zip. Then comes phone numbers, is a list of dictionaries each with a single key value pair for home, mobile and work phone numbers. So to read and process a YAML file in programming language, you will need a YAML library or module which provides functions to parse this YAML file into a data structure that your code can manipulate. Then next the question comes, why we use this YAML files? So basically this YAML files are used because it is human readable. Here the YAML files use a plain text format that is easy for the humans to read and understand, making it a great choice for configuration files and data exchange. Then it is versatile, as YAML can represent a wide variety of data structure including nested lists, complex objects and multi-dimensional arrays. Then language agnostic. Now YAML file is supported by a wide range of programming languages, making it a popular choice for data serialization and deserialization. Then comes introduction to YAML syntax. So we know this YAML follows a simple syntax that is similar to the programming languages like Python, but it has some key elements like it has indentations. So YAML uses indentations to represent nested data structures. And here indentations is a significant, meaning that level of indentation determines the hierarchy of the data. Then it has keys and values. So this YAML file consists of key value pairs where each key is followed by a colon and its corresponding value. Then it has quotes. So YAML uses quotes to enclose string values. Single or double quotes can be used interchangeably. Then it has list. So YAML represents list using a hyphen followed by the indented list item. Then it has maps. So YAML represents maps or key value pairs using a colon. Now next question comes, where do we use this YAML file? The YAML file, short for YAML and markup language, are plain text files used to store data in human readable and machine readable format. And YAML files are often used in various programming scenarios because they provide a simple and flexible way to represent complex data structures. And let's understand its use cases. First is the configuration file. So YAML files are often used to store configuration data for application, services and scripts, which makes it easy to manage and modify the settings without having to edit the code. Then it is used for data exchange. So here YAML is a popular choice for exchanging data between different systems or services, and it can be easily parsed and used in various programming languages, making it a convenient choice for data serialization and deserialization. Then comes data files. So YAML files are used to store structured data such as settings, options or records in a simple and human readable format. And these data files can be loaded and processed by program scripts or tools. Then used in documentation, where YAML is often used to store documentation in a structured format, making it easy to generate documentation from the data. And this approach is commonly used in the Python community for generating documents with Spinix. Then it is used in deployment, because YAML files are used in container or orchestration tools like Kubernetes to define and manage the infrastructure and configurations of containerized application. So in short, we can say this YAML files are a versatile and efficient way to store and manage data in a structured format that is both human readable and easily consumable by the machines. So let's understand a step-by-step procedure to write YAML file. So we know this writing a YAML file involves creating a plain text file with a .yml or .yaml file extension and organizing the data into key value pairs following a specific syntax. So let's understand a step-by-step procedure. First, you will open a text editor and use the command line to create a new file and name the file with a .yml or .yaml extension and start by defining the data structure in the YAML file. Now we know that YAML file can contain scalar values, which are the simple values like strings, numbers and booleans, and it can have complex values like list, mapping and sequences. So let's take an example. So use indentations to represent nested data structures. So here indentations in YAML is significant, meaning that level of indentation determine the hierarchy of data. Then we have separate keys and values using a colon, and the key should be a single word or string enclosed in quotes. Example, language Python. Then you will use quotes to represent string values. So if the string value contains spaces or special characters, enclose it in the double or single quotes. Example, address. So here we have put it in the quotes. Then use hyphen to create the list or sequence. And each item is in the list should be on a new line with the same level of indentation as the list. Then use colon and a dash to create mapping or a sequence of key value pairs. And finally save the file, close the text editor. Now the YAML file is now ready to be read and passed by the programming language or a tool using a YAML library. Thank you.